guys, UnoPro here, back with another video. Now I'm doing Kara today. Now if you haven't seen my other Kara video, hopefully they'll go up at the same time. What I'm doing is, since it's the start of the season's just reset, it's August 1st. While I'm going back to S rank, I wanted to do some testing because the new August cards, they all actually have some potential, so I wanted to test them out. Now this is my second go at the standard Kara. I went to do a video on this one, and then I accidentally queued up the other Kara deck, so I thought, well, I'll just test that Kara deck now. What we're doing now is we're just testing a pretty standard Kara list, but we're chucking in 2 blistering Skorn. Now, it's interesting because I think the meta's adapting a little bit for Kara. There's definitely more Vanar around, even some phase with Jack's True Side and that kind of thing. So the idea behind Skorn is, even though it has a little bit of anti-synergy, well, first of all, it's open gambit, which is always pretty good in Kara. You make up for the bad stats with your Bloodborne spell. It works when you're behind. We often have kind of bad turn 1 plays, this is sometimes okay. Still lots of Reaver in the meta, and it basically is like a super hard counter in your probably your 2 worst matchups, which, well, I don't know if Faye is really that bad of a matchup, but Jack's True Sight can be very problematic if you don't get ahead early. So it counters Jack's True Sight, which is obviously very good against Vanar, and it counters Swarm Earth. So that's the kind of idea. It works behind, and because of the way you kind of tend to play, I will give a little bit more of a deck. Because of the way you tend to play with Kara, you kind of shape out your hand anyway. So early on, you're kind of going to know if this is a card you want in your hand, and you start replacing it, you'll mulligan it away if you think it's really going to be a problematic kind of thing. So it shouldn't be too bad. It's not going to be like you buffed it up to a 6/6 and suddenly you're going to kill your whole board. And in that situation, you're already pretty ahead. So the times that it's kind of bad is when you're ahead, which is not always the worst thing. It's kind of the opposite of a win more card. So yeah, this is a pretty standard list. It's kind of Mizilji style with a few small tweaks. So the spell package is just 3 Hailstone Prison and 2 Cryogenesis. Cryogenesis can be a little bit clunky. Very, very good card, but sometimes you just want a lot of minions. Hailstone Prison has been so good though. The tempo swing is just amazing. Like, I've kept this in my opening hand like quite a few times, and you just like wait for them to play a minion with like 4 or more mana costs, and you just like snowball the game a lot of the time. I think it's a really, really good card. Works super well in this deck. Very, very tempo based, and you have so much card draw that you recover from it. So I did cut 1 elk down just because it's a little bit clunky. Let me just get. The Snow Chasers over Cloaker. First I didn't really like the change that much, but it's been working out pretty good for me. Just they kind of curve out a lot nicer. Accidentally made the same mistake last time. Definitely going to be queuing up the deck list that I've just shown you there. So if you haven't seen the other one, do go check it out. It's more of a late game kind of grindy Kara, which is definitely more in like a testing kind of stage, whereas this is a pretty refined deck, though obviously we're testing, just tweaking a few numbers and chucking in Skorn there. So we'll see how we go. I did buy the Mark II Kara skin, and I actually really, really like it. And it kind of also motivates me. I really want to get good at Kara because I think she's very, very strong. And maybe she'll get nerfed, but she's really good right now. And it's $8 US. Like, I love this game, so I'm happy to spend money on it. If I'm going to be playing a general a lot, probably just gonna buy the Mark II skin, and hopefully it looks better for you guys. Like, if it makes the videos worse, just let me know and I'll take it off when I record. But I think they're pretty cool. Alright, the Kara Mirror. So blistering Skorn could be good here if we fall behind, though obviously that's never gonna be the plan. Well, we got the intimidation factor right here though. Look at that. Okay, because we have like a very low cost hand, I think we get rid of this. We do this, like, this is good just answering early minions. This can be good later on, but yeah, I think this is solid. This is always a hard choice. We may keep it just because we can do it. If we go like turn 1, turn 2, and then turn 3, then we can do it before he can Bloodborne spell. So we might keep that and get rid of a second healing Mystic. It feels a little bit weird because our plays aren't very solid, but like, I don't want to just be spewing out my hand like that. So that's kind of the reasoning there. You could definitely argue keeping Mystic there, but Actually get some blistering Skorn value. I mean, that's not a lot of value, but it's something. Ooh, I love that he lets me have this. The blistering Skorn value, though. Ooh, unbelievable. I'll get rid of this. Second Zener is definitely pretty clunky. Probably not keeping that. We'll do the obvious player here, and there's no real reason to do this here. Like, if he runs, the only way this gets punished in theory is that he runs away, but then we get the mana tiles. Otherwise, like, we can still hit him if he can test the mana tiles, and it stops something like blood tier plus trade. So we'll just do this. Doesn't play around Chakram though. I mean, I guess if this card is really good, right, then Chakram becomes pretty good. Which is what I was testing in the other Kara video I was talking about. And it's really important to have a minion safe here just because it makes our potential Zenry better. We'll see if he plays a 2-drop. If he plays a 2-drop, I'll be pretty happy. Just give me something to steal. Oh, if that's Snow Chaser, that's a bit annoying. Okay, well, that I did say play a 2-drop, that's on me. Get rid of Zenrui. It's only getting worse. We kind of missed our window here. This was our best Zenrui turn. So we can trade, run, like we can run Bloodborne spell, play a Primus. It's kind of weak tempo wise. Or we could play both of these. I think we still just go for the Primus. Like, it's definitely vulnerable to like a Hailstone Prison. But like, he has to answer something. If this gets this trade, that's fantastic. And that's kind of the way our hand will work out. We have these kind of things to do, like a swing turn, especially if you get another buff out of them. Like, yeah, it's very awkward. Because then Moore's gonna be like weak to. We're gonna be so weak to like Dancing Blades or something. So if he like trades in here, I'm fine with that. Cryogenesis is also not the end of the world. So you might actually get rid of probably Blazehound. I guess it's unbuffed. So it's kind of awkward to deal with this. Do we ever Zenrui here? It's not terrible, like just to get value out of Zenrui while we can. What are our options? This. He did deal with the last one with damage. Okay, he's low on cards, so we're winning the resource war a lot if we can just grind him out. So how do we? What's this like the grindiest play here? I think we go Zenrui, and then like we get like a big one of these like laid on and just sticks. I think I'm gonna play it here. Like, sure, he can get that extra face damage, but it means he can't like double trade. Actually, I care about double trade so little. Not gonna attack. So just like block some damage. We win late game here, unless he has like Elkion right now. Even then, I mean, okay, it's not that simple, but we have a really stacked hand. We just need time. We get the extra Bloodborne spell turn ahead. So there's Elkion. So he's still in the value game potentially, but Aspect of the Fox sounds stupid. Zenru is still fine. Saving this is actually often pretty good. That said, I may replace it. Actually, we'll replace this. So I think the obvious play is like Bloodborne spell, this. We can play around Dancing Blades by playing this here and this there. Is there anything else here? Does this do anything? No, the Tiger's not really buffed up enough. I think that's fine. Yeah. Honestly, this is a very good hand. Like, we have a lot of just stuff that loves getting Bloodborne spell. So if this sticks, like we're in a really good position. And our hand is pretty good. It just needs time to get another Bloodborne spell activation. Our positioning is kind of awkward, but that was like forced. We had to take the Mana Tower. So hopefully no like hailstone here. But even then, like, okay, that's not that bad. We're taking damage and we don't really have much healing in the deck. So if he goes face, we get scared, but we can set up like a provoke. And with 3 cards in hand, okay, he's trading anyway. So he probably doesn't have double tiger. That's a read we can probably make. Not necessarily, like he can still do this without it, I guess. So this board is definitely scary. That was a strong turn from him, but we have some tools here. Problem is our plays this turn aren't that good. So I guess we want to like trade in at some regard, this in some regard, and what else? Do we ever tiger to trade? Being really scared damage wise. Maybe I dispel. No, we'll just play the provoke. Oh, Alkion is really awkward here. We could just do this. These 3. That's probably fine. Okay, so we'll dispel this one. Trade. Do we take the value trade? He's low on cards and I had like 2 big minions, so especially this one. So I'm gonna win the value game, I think. It's pretty hard not to, unless he has something similar himself. So I think I just want to avoid damage, and it's really nice to be able to save this Primal Shield Master because, like, if he starts going face, I always have to worry about like double tiger, and this is like a final trump card. We just need time. Okay, that's good. That's good for us. Not even buffed, okay. So we probably want to kill that. I guess we just start with our own Alkion. I think we'll buff Alkion. Let's move this like here. Oh. I probably do want to kill off the Spelljammer, so I think this is better in Spelljammer. Lions will kill Spelljammer. Okay. It's probably not good enough. We can afford to leave this up. We'll make some walls, might as well block the damage here because I feel like I'm really ahead. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. Like the walls, the weakness of the walls is kind of bypassed a little bit here because he needs to in our face. And like hailstone here is not good. So we kind of like really outvalued him pretty hard now. Aspect is annoying, but it's like he's using like cards that just are so low impact. Like he's using a card but doesn't even trade for a card. Yeah. We had that one pretty easy at that point. Okay. So Skorn did a little bit of work. I mean, this one is just more close to a normal like live gameplay kind of thing, but we'll see if we get any insight onto Skorn. And it's probably better that we don't see the matchups, so like the Fae and the Lilith, and even the Reaver to an extent, just so we can see how Skorn is in other matchups, because you don't want to weaken those. Alright, in my other video I was versing Grinch Zaran, now I'm doing it again. This deck is probably a little bit weaker against Vanar than the other one, but double Hailstone seems pretty good. We'll get rid of this, keep this. Get rid of this. Like, this gives me an answer to a Silver Guard Knight, even though it's not pretty. Double Hailstone, like, could be really good. It might be a little bit greedy. We'll see how we go. Probably not the matchup for this. Though, I mean, like, there's like this to kill a 2-drop. Maybe that's okay. Alright, so you got the decent line start. So if we come here trade, play this, we can clear. Keep this. We'll get rid of one. I guess we just do that. Wait, I guess we do it into this thing, right? That makes way more sense. We just avoid 2 damage, it's strictly better. Don't think there's any reason to play this up here. So like, Ironcliff's scary, but we have this. So the idea, like, because we don't have any other removal, it'll be like to kind of tempo swing when we get it. Oh, so there's a spicy lynch from Grinch here. Alright, we'll place one of these. Okay. Bloodborne spell, 1-drop, 2-drop, move on here, play this, like we can play all these 3, it's probably okay. I think we heal ourselves. Could I have moved here? I should have moved there and played around dancing. Well, it's a little bit possibly. Like, this is like also a little weak to dancing players, but we don't care. Like, this dies, but I don't think it matters that much. We curve out a lot nicer this way. And we take the mana tiles. Okay. Like, we have a blaze now, so it's fine. We kind of refill enough. Ironcliff. Okay. I don't think we want 2 shrouds. That's actually like a really good draw. And we get to blaze it down first and remove it forever. Seems good. Alright, I think we play this here. Play around. Holy Immolation a little bit. What is he question marking me about? Got me down myself now. Like, we can move here, we're a little bit weak to Holy Immolation. just because we have the Hailstone in hand, like I'm gonna do that because like otherwise, like normally I could probably justify like I don't care if you hold immolation, it's very slow still, you know, killing a 3-2 and a 3-3, but like, I have a perfect answer to a big minion, so. Is he gonna heal my minion? Oh, feels bad. I was hoping we were gonna get to. Oh wait, he can't even do that yet. Oh my, I'm an idiot. That was just like a preview thing. Maybe I was trying to find a reason why Grinch is playing this deck. So we have 8, 10. We are 1 off lethal. Guess we start by just dropping this here. We'll just take the value trades, I guess. We're a bit weak to immolation, I guess. But if we stay here, it's not that bad. Oh, we will like template blood team. I think that's slightly better against immolation. No, I can move that. Like we beat a lot of the immolation lines now just because we can clear. Alright, I'm gonna look for a play so I don't have to like use a second Hailstone, because then Grinch won't shut up about it. Nah, just kidding. I love Grinch. Alright, we do it. Now he might have tilted him more because he thinks we replaced him to it. Whoops. Alright, so I know this one is a little bit short, but I'm probably just going to call it there just because I recorded like, this is like meant to be like a 2-part kind of thing, so all up it's about like 45 minutes, 50 minutes. So yeah, that was the deck list. Hopefully I'll be able to find time to put it on Duelyst DB or something like that. But pretty standard, like you can just look at my other Kara lists. Actually, I might have played Scientist list last time, but I'll try and find like a link or something, at least to a similar deck list without the Skorns, or I'll find time for it. Anyway guys, that's it for now. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let us know your thoughts. Do the new cards fit into Kara? I actually think Jackram has some potential in this one as well, so we'll see, but do let us know. Alright, I'll see you later guys.